Welcome back to the Coins channel. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating mysteries in American coin history, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors, researchers, and treasure hunters for decades, the rare 1974 Lincoln penny that has shocked the market with unbelievable values and astonishing stories. This single coin, when found in an extraordinary condition or rare experimental form, is said to be worth a life-changing amount, with values rumored to reach numbers like $787.97649, a figure that sounds impossible but has been linked to extremely rare variations and collector demand that continues to rise every year. The 1974 era was one of the most interesting times in the history of the United States Mint because the government was exploring new materials for pennies. Copper prices were rising, and the mint was searching for cheaper alternatives. During this time, experiments were done using aluminum planchets and even other test metals in very limited quantities. Most of these experimental coins were never supposed to reach the public, but stories have surfaced over the years that a few escaped into circulation after being given to officials, shown during briefings, or accidentally mixed into regular mint batches. These coins are so rare that many collectors have spent decades searching for them without success, but the hope remains alive because new discoveries still happen from unexpected places like old jars, inherited collections, and forgotten drawers. Now let's talk about the famous 1974 penny. Most regular 1974 pennies are common and worth only a small amount, but the world of coins is full of surprises, and sometimes a simple coin turns into a golden opportunity because of errors, varieties, or special minting circumstances. The 1974 penny has been the center of attention because of a few extremely rare error examples, including unusual striking mistakes, double dies, off-metal strikes, and coins with unusual planchets that should not exist but somehow do. When such coins are authenticated and verified, their market value skyrockets beyond imagination. Collectors know that even a single dramatic error can turn an ordinary penny into a treasure worth thousands, and in exceptional situations, even more. The reason the value can reach extraordinary amounts is simple. When demand is high, rarity is extreme, and authenticity is confirmed, collectors battle fiercely at auctions. A tiny piece of metal can become a superstar, with bidders raising the price higher and higher because they know they may never see another example in their lifetime. Some rare coins from the 1970s have been sold for values that shocked everyone, and the 1974 experimental coins are among the most discussed and sought after. Rumors and reports have surfaced about values approaching hundreds of thousands for extremely rare pieces, especially when the coin has unique characteristics that make it a once-in-a-generation discovery. The world of coins is filled with mysteries, and the 1974 penny is one of those mysteries that continues to energize the collector community. It represents a moment in history when the mint was experimenting, changing, adjusting, and preparing for future challenges. These moments often create rare artifacts without intention, and those artifacts become treasures for people like us who understand the importance of every detail. Some collectors say that the rare 1974 test strikes, if they exist in private hands, could easily be among the most valuable Lincoln cents ever discovered. The possibility that one of these coins might still be hiding in a random collection inspires thousands of people to check their pennies every single day. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that looks ordinary at first glance, but under the right examination, it reveals secrets that could change your life. Imagine a penny that was never meant to be spent but somehow ended up in everyday circulation, waiting decades for the right person to recognize its importance. Imagine discovering a piece of American mint history that experts believed was lost or destroyed. This is what makes the 1974 penny story so captivating. It makes everyone wonder whether the next big discovery is sitting in a drawer, a piggy bank, or a forgotten jar of old coins. The current market is full of energy and excitement. Collectors are paying more attention to error coins than ever before. Auction prices are rising. Social media, coin forums, collector groups, and marketplaces are buzzing with new discoveries every day. Rare error pennies from the 1960s and 1970s are experiencing a massive surge in value because new generations of collectors are entering the hobby with passion and curiosity. When a rare coin appears at auction, the demand is instant and powerful. This market environment is what makes coins like the rare 1974 penny potential goldmines. Under the right conditions, a rare example connected to the 1974 experimental strikes can easily attract huge offers, especially from advanced collectors who are willing to pay big money for pieces that complete or upgrade their collections. The story of the 1974 penny is not just about value, it is about history, discovery, mystery, and the thrill of uncovering something extraordinary. Every scratch, every detail, every imperfection tells a story. These coins have survived decades of movement, handling, storage, and circulation. Some coins have lived ordinary lives until a collector picks them up and realizes they hold something unusual. That moment of recognition is what keeps this hobby exciting. You never know when a simple coin will reveal its true identity. On the Coins channel, we believe in sharing these stories, exploring these mysteries, and educating every collector, from beginners to experts. We want you to stay inspired, stay curious, and keep searching. Every coin in your pocket has a story. Every coin you check brings you one step closer to a possible discovery. Maybe your next penny will be the one that changes everything. Maybe the rare 1974 penny is waiting for you, hiding in plain sight, just waiting for someone with a sharp eye and a passion for treasure hunting. So keep searching your change, examine every detail, and never underestimate the power of knowledge. The rare coins of the world are out there, and one day, you might be the person who finds one. This is the beauty of collecting. This is the magic of numismatics. And this is why the rare 1974 Lincoln penny remains one of the most exciting mysteries in the entire world of coins. Today we are diving deep into the mysterious and surprising world of the rare Lincoln penny from 1977, a coin that almost everyone has seen, but only a few know its hidden value, its unusual history, and the surprising market demand that has turned a simple 1-cent coin into something worth far more than its face value. Many people carry these pennies in their drawers, coin jars, or old piggy banks, without realizing that one rare piece among them can be worth hundreds, thousands, or even life-changing amounts depending on condition, rarity, and specific minting errors. So stay with me as we explore the journey of this coin, the story behind its creation, the demand it has today, and the shocking numbers collectors are paying in the current market. The 1977 Lincoln penny may look like an ordinary copper coin, but what makes it fascinating is the fact that the Denver Mint produced millions of them, yet only a very small percentage survive in extremely high condition. And even fewer exist with special minting marks, unusual features, or rare errors that instantly increase their value. This coin belongs to the era when pennies were still made from copper, which already makes them more valuable than modern ones made from zinc. Collectors love copper-era pennies because they not only look richer in color but also hold historical weight, connecting us to an older chapter of U.S. minting. The history of the 1977 penny traces back to a time when the United States was undergoing economic shifts, inflation, and metal content evaluation. The mint was experimenting, adjusting, and perfecting the consistency of coins. During this time, some pennies were struck slightly off-center, some showed doubling, and some displayed die cracks or unusual rim features. These small imperfections, which were unnoticeable to the general public, became major points of interest for collectors. And as the years passed, these pieces became harder to find in clean, untouched, or uncirculated condition. Now let's talk about the heart of this video, the current market value. The global demand for rare Lincoln pennies continues to climb, especially among new collectors who want to start their journey with something affordable yet historically rich. A basic circulated 1977 penny may still be worth between a few cents and a couple of dollars depending on where. However, high-grade examples with sharp details, full luster, and strong surfaces can reach premium prices. When graded by top grading companies, some 1977 pennies have reached unbelievable prices at auctions. In the current rare coin market, examples with perfect characteristics have been known to reach values in the thousands. Some era varieties, especially dramatic ones, can go even higher. Collectors often discuss a number connected to high-end rare examples, the kind of coin that is almost flawless, with a value that can shock anyone seeing a penny worth more than many luxury items. Numbers like $787.97648 appear in certain high-value discussions when estimating the worth of extremely rare, nearly perfect condition examples. These aren't ordinary pennies. These are the elite pieces that only appear in auctions once in many years. The value attached to such coins doesn't come from hype but from rarity, demand, and the condition that only a handful of coins in the world can achieve. The excitement around the 1977 D penny continues to grow because more people are realizing that treasure can be hiding in plain sight. Millions of people have these coins in old books, boxes, and wallets. Some people inherit them from parents or grandparents. Others find them randomly in their pocket change. And that is the magic of coin collecting. You never know when a common-looking coin will turn out to be something rare and highly valuable. As collectors and investors keep searching for high-grade copper coins, the 1977 D penny keeps climbing in demand. Many people love it because it is affordable to start with but full of potential. And for those lucky enough to find a rare error version or a high-grade uncirculated piece, the reward can be surprisingly high. The story of this penny is a reminder that every coin carries history, and sometimes that history becomes worth far more than anyone could imagine. So next time you open your coin jar or sort through your change, take a closer look at your 1977 D pennies. Examine the details, check the shine, inspect the date and mint mark, and look for unusual features. You might be holding something extremely valuable without even realizing it. Collecting coins is not just a hobby, it is a journey of discovery, a chance to connect with history, and sometimes a path to surprising financial gain. Thank you for watching Coins, the channel where we uncover hidden wealth in everyday change. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you want more deep explanations, rare coin guides, and market updates. And remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes that story can be worth a lot more than you expect. Stay tuned and keep searching, because your next rare find might be just one penny away. Today we dive deep into the unbelievable story of the 1977 Lincoln penny, the mystery of rare mint errors, the surprising market value collectors are paying right now, and why some pennies that once cost nothing can suddenly be valued at staggering amounts, even touching figures like $787.97647 or more in premium conditions. This is Coins, and this is the type of story every collector dreams about. The year 1977 may seem ordinary, but for the United States Mint it was a time when production was fast, machines were pushed to limits, and tiny unnoticed mistakes slipped into circulation. Those little errors, invisible to the average person, now fuel the excitement of collectors around the world. The 1977 Lincoln penny, featuring President Abraham Lincoln's profile on the front and the classic Lincoln Memorial on the back, became part of everyday life. People bought candy with it, saved it in jars, dropped it on sidewalks, and never imagined this small copper piece would later become a chase item in the rare coin market. In the modern collector market, certain examples of the 1977 penny are suddenly drawing attention because of their rarity, their condition, and the dramatic value they can reach in auctions. Some nearly flawless pieces graded at the highest levels have shocked buyers as they climb into incredible price ranges. On online auctions and private sales, collectors have paid hundreds of dollars for exceptional examples, and when a coin includes a rare mint error like off-center strikes, double details, or unusual die damage, the value can rise even more, creating huge excitement for anyone lucky enough to find one. The idea that a penny could move into the price zone of hundreds of dollars, even approaching figures close to $700 or more in special situations, feels unreal. But that is the magic of the rare coin world. A perfect 1977 penny with sharp definition, no scratches, bright luster, and a clean strike becomes a premium collectible. Collectors look closely at the lettering, the steps on the Lincoln Memorial, the shine across Lincoln's coat, and the smoothness of the fields around the design. Every tiny detail matters. A simple mark can reduce value, but a flawless surface can multiply it. And if a coin includes a dramatic mint error, suddenly that penny is no longer just a coin, it becomes a story, a symbol of minting history, and something collectors are willing to fight for. That is why certain error pennies can climb to extraordinary value levels beyond what seems possible for a 1-cent coin. the history of the Lincoln penny itself adds depth to the excitement. First introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, the coin became one of the most produced and most collected designs in American history. Over the decades, tiny variations, metal changes, minting techniques, and human mistakes all created rare versions that collectors continue to hunt for. When you look at a 1977 penny today, you are not just holding a piece of metal. You are holding more than 4 decades of economic stories, political history, minting experiments, and millions of hands that once carried it through daily life. Every scratch and shine tells a part of that journey. Now the modern market is more active than ever. Collectors want copper pennies, they want era pennies, and they want well-preserved examples of older dates. Coin shows, online auctions, and global marketplaces have all boosted demand. A penny with eye-catching luster can sell instantly. A coin with a dramatic die crack or a doubling on the date can bring serious offers. Even beginners who find a 1977 penny in pocket change suddenly feel the rush of possibility, thinking that maybe this tiny coin could turn into a valuable discovery. It is this mystery that keeps the world of coins so exciting. The true thrill comes from the fact that valuable coins hide in random drawers, old jars, forgotten piggy banks, and dusty collections. Someone might have an incredibly valuable penny and not even realize it. A person could be sitting on a rare coin worth hundreds of dollars without knowing. That mystery is what keeps collectors searching. The 1977 Lincoln penny may seem common, but hidden within some examples are rare qualities that elevate their value dramatically. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is everything. Beauty matters, age matters, history matters, and condition matters. Put these together, and a small copper penny turns into a meaningful asset. The ongoing appeal of rare coins lies in how they connect the past with present-day value. A penny minted decades ago now enters the modern market with a surprising price tag. Collectors look at grainy photos from sellers, zoom in on edges, examine mint marks, and search for clues of something special. They compare previous auction results, study grading charts, analyze surfaces, and try to understand why one penny sells for a few cents while another penny of the same year rises to hundreds. It is a mix of skill, luck, and passion. This journey creates a new appreciation for preserving coins properly. A penny stored safely in a dry, clean environment can remain bright for years. A penny tossed loosely with other coins collects scratches, dullness, and wear that destroys collector value. Many people today regret not saving older coins when they had the chance. The 1977 penny reminds everyone that even coins from recent decades can suddenly rise in market value when collectors discover new rarity trends or unique errors. As interest grows, more people join the adventure. Channels like Coins help viewers learn how to recognize valuable patterns, how to inspect coins with simple tools, and how to understand market demand. It becomes a shared excitement, a community built on history and curiosity. And through all of this, the 1977 penny remains a symbol of hidden potential, an example that even the smallest piece of currency can tell a great story. So next time you reach into your pocket, look closely. That ordinary penny might not be ordinary at all. It might be part of a rare run, a beautiful preserved piece, or a mint error worth more than you ever expected. Maybe it is the next big auction surprise. Maybe it is the next coin collectors talk about for years. In the world of rare coins, every discovery begins with curiosity, and every valuable coin begins with someone willing to take a closer look. Today we are diving deep into one of the most surprising and exciting discoveries in the world of numismatics, the rare Lincoln penny that has shocked collectors, amazed experts, and created unbelievable demand in the current market. Many people walk around with pennies in their pockets every single day without knowing that one of those coins could change their life forever. Today's story will take you into the mystery, history, value, and secrets behind the rare Lincoln penny, and by the end of this video you will be checking your coins with a completely new mindset. The Lincoln penny has been part of American history for more than a century. Introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln on his 100th birthday, this coin quickly became one of the most iconic pieces of currency ever produced. But what most people do not know is that hidden inside the long timeline of the Lincoln Cent series are rare mistakes, minting errors, limited releases, and unbelievable varieties that today can reach extraordinary values in the collector market. The rarest pieces can go from 1 cent to thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars if found in perfect conditions or containing specific errors. And yes, some of these coins have been auctioned for amounts the average person would never expect a penny to bring. Among these fascinating coins, one year that has been gaining massive attention is the 1989 D Lincoln Cent. At first glance, the 1989 D penny looks simple, normal, something completely common. And yes, millions were minted. But within that massive production are rare versions, extremely high-grade examples, and error strikes that are worth a fortune today. The current coin market is more active than ever, with collectors around the world searching non-stop for these pennies, pushing values higher and higher every single year. Some of the highest quality graded examples, especially those in the top populations, have been reported with extraordinary estimates and astonishing auction results. Imagine picking up a penny that has been circulating for years, maybe decades, only to find out that it is worth thousands of dollars because of its condition, strike quality, or rare minting flaw. Imagine even more discovering a piece so unique, so flawless, so rare that its estimated worth reaches incredible values like $787,976.45. That is the kind of dream collectors live for, and that is why the search for rare Lincoln pennies has become one of the hottest trends in the coin community. Modern collectors, new collectors, and longtime experts are all hunting for that perfect coin that can change everything. The 1989 D penny is especially interesting because Denver Mint coins are known for wide variations in strike quality. Some pieces come out with normal clarity, while others, the extremely rare few, appear with crisp details, deep lines, and almost perfect surfaces. When these rare high-grade coins are preserved, protected, or discovered accidentally in change, their value skyrockets. Professional graders look for sharp details on Lincoln's beard, clean and clear lettering, smooth fields free from scratches, and perfect alignment. A flawless piece in extremely high grade can reach astonishing auction prices. This is why collectors are constantly submitting their finds to grading services, hoping they might have the next big discovery, but the value doesn't stop with condition alone. Some 1989 D pennies have been reported with striking errors. Double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, clogged mint marks, and misaligned dies create unique coins that exist nowhere else in the world. These errors are treasures because they cannot be reproduced, and every error penny becomes a one-of-a-kind collectible piece. When such coins appear in auctions, the demand skyrockets instantly. Collectors compete emotionally, bidding intensely because they know how rare these pieces truly are. This intense demand is what pushes the market upward, and suddenly a simple penny transforms into a major collectible investment. Another reason the rare Lincoln penny market keeps rising is nostalgia. These coins connect people to childhood memories, old pocket change, family gifts, and historical moments. The Lincoln penny is more than metal. It is a symbol of American history, leadership, and continuity. Holding one in your hand feels like holding a small piece of a larger story. And when that story includes rarity, mystery, and potential financial value, interest and curiosity grow even more. Right now, coin markets are extremely active as more people discover the thrill of treasure hunting. Online auctions, private sales, collectors' shows, and grading companies are all reporting increased activity. Rare pennies, especially those with strong grades or unique errors, are commanding higher and higher prices as collectors fight to secure their spots in exclusive collections. Coins that used to sell for a few $100s now reach thousands. Coins once valued at thousands soar toward hundreds of thousands. And the most flawless pieces, the legendary top-grade examples, can reach unreal numbers like $787,976.45, a value many people still find hard to believe, and this is why the search continues. Every time someone looks through old jars, boxes, piggy banks, or inherited collections, there is a possibility of finding something extraordinary. Many rare coins are discovered accidentally. That is the magic of numismatics. You never know what you might be holding until you take a closer look. People have found rare pennies at garage sales, in old wallets, in furniture drawers, in junk coin lots, even in pocket change received at grocery stores. The rarest discoveries often come from the most unexpected places, and that feeling of possibility is what makes the journey so exciting. If you are watching this video on coins, you are already part of this incredible adventure. Whether you are a beginner searching for your very first rare penny or an experienced collector looking to expand your knowledge, this channel is here to guide you. We explore history, value, rarity, market trends, and expert insights so you can understand why certain coins are so precious and how you can identify them. As interest continues to grow, rare Lincoln pennies like the 1989D will remain at the center of the spotlight. Their story includes history, mystery, rarity, and enormous value potential. And as more people start searching, these coins will only become more desirable. So start checking your coins. Every penny has a story. Every penny has potential. And the next life-changing discovery could be sitting right in front of you right now. Keep watching, keep learning, and keep searching. This is Coins, and our journey into the world of rare treasures has only just begun. Today we are diving deep into the world of the rare Lincoln penny, especially the 1989D coin that collectors are hunting right now because the current market is hotter than ever and the value of certain rare coins from this year has shocked even experienced experts. So sit back, relax, and get ready, because today you might discover that a simple penny lying around your home could actually be worth life-changing money. Before we explore the market, let's start with the story. The 1989D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, and like most pennies of the modern era, millions were produced. But as every collector knows, not all coins are born equal. Even when millions roll out of the mint, tiny mistakes, rare defects, die breaks, misaligned strikes, and unusual metallic conditions can instantly turn a common coin into a jackpot. And 1989 is one of those years where mysterious varieties and high-grade examples have recently skyrocketed in value, especially at auctions where collectors fiercely fight for flawless or error-filled specimens. Many people overlook this year because it feels modern, but what they don't know is that the highest-graded 1989D coins and certain rare varieties have crossed the shocking levels of collector value, making them extremely sought after today. Collectors especially chase after coins with razor-sharp details, bright luster, and strong mint-state surfaces. These high-grade coins are extremely rare because pennies made for everyday circulation get damaged instantly. They get thrown into pockets, dropped on floors, mixed in jars, scratched by keys. That's why a perfectly preserved 1989D in mint-state condition can bring serious money in auctions. Some of these coins in extremely high-grade conditions have climbed into values that shock new collectors. And even more surprising, certain rare errors from 1989 have gained huge attention in the current market. Error collectors are always hunting for off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, die cracks, broad strikes, wrong planchet strikes, and even rare transitional errors. These types of coins can move from pocket change to hundreds or thousands of dollars instantly depending on rarity, condition, and demand. Right now the market is experiencing a wave of excitement as more collectors are searching for these hidden treasures. Social media, auctions, and coin shows have boosted awareness and increased competition. That's why a lot of people are realizing that even a coin as recent as 1989 can be worth a lot of money. The current market estimations show that rare examples, especially error pieces or high-grade certified coins, can surpass values reaching into the high hundreds and even thousands depending on rarity. Some sellers list extraordinary specimens with eye-catching numbers like $787.97646 when calculated based on rarity, scarcity, and collector demand. That is what makes this 1989D penny surprisingly powerful in the world of modern numismatics. Collectors are also fascinated by the history behind the Lincoln penny design. The front shows the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln by Victor David Brenner. This design is one of the longest-running designs in United States coinage history and symbolizes trust, strength, and the idea that even the smallest coin can carry great value. The back of the 1989 penny shows the Lincoln Memorial, a design that lasted until 2008. Many collectors consider the memorial design era an important chapter because it represents decades of minting history, including some extremely rare and valuable era coins. And within this era, the 1989D stands as a sleeper year, meaning collectors are only now waking up to its hidden potential. One of the biggest reasons these coins are increasing in value is grading. When a coin is graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC, its value can multiply instantly. Grading ensures collectors know exactly what condition the coin is in. A high grade like MS65, MS66, or MS67 can turn a simple penny into a premium collectible. Extremely rare finds in ultra-high grades can cross into major price zones, and in the rarest cases, the top population coins with perfect mint state details can reach stunning auction results. Now let's talk about why people are suddenly checking their old jars and drawers. The truth is, modern era coins with rare errors or exceptional mint state conditions are reaching new levels. Collectors who once ignored these pennies are now realizing that many of them are disappearing from circulation as people save them. This increases scarcity and boosts prices even more. And because the 1989D penny is more than 30 years old, finding one still in fresh, crisp condition is becoming harder every year. This is why hunters, collectors, and investors are all paying serious attention. Imagine finding a coin with a dramatic off-center strike where Lincoln's portrait is pushed to the side. Or a double die variety where letters appear doubled under magnification. Or a penny struck on the wrong planchet giving it a different color, weight, or thickness. These are the kinds of discoveries that can bring huge money in the current market. Even smaller die cracks that create raised lines or bumps on the coin can attract collector interest. Every little detail can turn an ordinary coin into a special one. So if you have a handful of old pennies, especially from the 1980s or late 1970s to 1990s, it is absolutely worth checking your 1989D coins. It could be hiding extraordinary value waiting to be discovered. The current collector's market rewards rarity, eye appeal, and unusual minting features like never before. And the 1989D Lincoln penny is proving that you don't need an ancient coin to make money. Even a modern penny can be a treasure. All it takes is knowledge, attention, and a little luck. The story of rare coins teaches us that history hides everywhere. A tiny piece of metal you've ignored your whole life might actually be worth more than what people expect. The world of coins is full of surprises, and that's why channels like Coins exist. We explore those hidden treasures, forgotten pennies, rare mistakes, and valuable finds so you can discover what's really hiding in your collection. So keep searching, keep collecting, and keep your eyes open. Your 1989D penny might be the next big treasure. And remember, every coin has a story. Every story has value. And sometimes, that value is worth far more than just 1 cent. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and most mysterious Lincoln pennies of modern times, the rare 1996 Lincoln penny that collectors are hunting for right now because its value in today's market has shocked even experienced numismatics experts. A simple coin that people used to ignore, throw in drawers, leave in pockets, and forget inside jars is now appearing in auctions with unexpectedly high price tags. Some rare error examples are even being discussed for values reaching extremely high numbers like $787,976.44 in special cases depending on the grade, rarity, demand, quality, and the unique errors that make collectors compete for them. The story of the 1996 Lincoln penny begins in a time when millions of coins were being minted every month. Most people think that modern pennies are common and worthless, but what they don't realize is that out of millions of coins, only a tiny number develop special errors, double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, wide AM variations, wrong planchet strikes, or extremely high-quality mint state conditions that can turn a normal 1-cent coin into a high-value treasure. In the case of the 1996 penny, some extremely rare errors and perfect condition pieces have broken expectations. Collectors began noticing that coins from 1996 with sharp details, smooth surfaces, full steps, strong luster and clean fields were selling much higher than earlier predictions. What looked like an ordinary penny suddenly became a magnet for investors and collectors worldwide. The history behind this coin brings us to the period when the United States Mint was transitioning between different die conditions, changing machinery, and facing production inconsistencies. These inconsistencies created collectible varieties. Some pennies came out sharper than usual while others came out with small imperfections that today are considered collectible errors. The rarest of these are the double die obverse, the misaligned die strike, the off-center strike, the clipped planchet, the wrong metal planchet, and the rare ultra-high-grade condition often referred to as mint state 68 and above. Reaching such a grade is extremely difficult because even tiny scratches, fingerprints, dust marks or handling damage can lower the value drastically. That is why collectors carefully search pocket change, old jars, coin rolls from banks and estate collections hoping to find one coin that stands out. Many people are shocked when they see current market prices for certain rare 1996 pennies. While common circulated coins are usually worth face value, uncirculated examples with brilliant luster can reach surprising prices. Some rare error examples have entered the market with estimates and discussions around extremely high values when confirmed by professional grading companies. The excitement around these coins keeps increasing because the number of high-quality examples is limited and demand from collectors keeps growing. More viewers from around the world contact coin experts every day asking if their 1996 penny might be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. One of the biggest reasons the 1996 penny attracts so much attention is that it has become a symbol of modern hidden treasure. People love the idea that a simple coin sitting in their house could change their financial situation. Stories of rare coins selling for extremely high prices spread quickly and motivate people to check their change more carefully. A coin worth 1 cent suddenly becomes a potential collector's dream. The thrill of discovering a rare variety, the excitement of sending it for grading, and the hope of receiving a high mint state rating make coin collecting feel like a real-life treasure hunt. If you are searching for a valuable 1996 penny, you need to look for key features. Strong and clear details on Lincoln's face, sharp letters, no scratches, no discoloration, bold lines on the memorial building, and a bright, original mint shine all increase the value. Error varieties such as strong doubling on the letters, numbers looking thicker than usual, off-center designs where part of the coin is missing, or unusual cuts on the edges make a coin extremely desirable. Another important factor is rarity. Even though millions were minted, only a fraction have survived in perfect condition. Time, circulation, and damage reduced the number of potential high-value examples. As the coin market continues to grow, collectors and investors are focusing more on modern rare pennies because they believe the future value may rise even higher. Coins like this attract attention from both beginners and experts because it proves that you do not need ancient coins to make money. A modern penny can still hold incredible financial potential. The 1996 Lincoln penny is proof that hidden treasures are still around us, waiting to be discovered. Imagine finding a penny today that could be worth thousands or even discussed at values far beyond normal expectations. That is why people who watch coins know that staying informed can help you catch valuable opportunities before they disappear. Whether your 1996 penny is in a drawer, in old savings, or inside a forgotten container, it is worth taking a closer look because you never know what rare detail your coin might have. The market for these coins continues to evolve. Some collectors are willing to pay high prices, especially when a coin comes with certification from major grading companies. Certification proves that the coin is authentic and confirms its error type and quality. Once certified, a rare coin becomes easier to sell at premium prices because buyers trust official grading results. This is why so many collectors send their 1996 pennies for professional evaluation. A small investment in grading can turn into a big return if the coin receives a high rating. Every coin has a story, and the story of this penny is a reminder that value does not always depend on age. Sometimes it depends on rarity, condition, timing, and collector interest. The 1996 penny may look simple, but inside this simple design lies a world of history, production secrets, minting variations, and collector excitement. Coins like this continue to teach us that small details matter. A tiny error can make a huge difference. A tiny shine can create a big price. And a tiny coin can hide a huge treasure. When you watch coins, you join a community that loves exploring these mysteries. We search, we discover, we learn, and we share stories that inspire millions of collectors around the world. Keep checking your pockets, your drawers, your savings jars, and your old collections, because the next rare penny might be closer than you think. The journey of finding valuable coins never ends. Every day someone finds a coin that changes everything. Your discovery could be next. Keep exploring, keep learning, and stay connected with coins for more hidden treasures. Today we are diving into one of the most exciting topics in modern coin history, a coin that silently sits in millions of pockets, coin jars, drawers, and old piggy banks, but some pieces are worth an unbelievable amount of money. Yes, we are talking about the rare 2004 Lincoln penny, a coin that appears normal, simple, and common, yet under the right conditions it can become a jackpot find, a true fortune maker, a miracle hiding in plain sight. Many collectors have been stunned to learn how some 2004 pennies have recently shocked the market with values that stretch into thousands, and some extremely rare error pieces even pushing towards sky-high prices collectors never expected. The story of the 2004 Lincoln penny begins with a minting year that initially looked just like any other year for the Denver Mint. Billions of pennies were minted, circulating across the United States, used in everyday purchases, forgotten in pockets, tossed into change trays, and stored away unknowingly for years. But within this massive production, a few extraordinary coins slipped through the minting process, coins that carried errors, special traits, unusual metal conditions, double dies, center strikes, and other extremely rare characteristics that collectors chase like treasure hunters. What makes the 2004 penny fascinating is that most people still don't know the value hiding in this coin. People think this penny is too new, too modern to be special, but the truth is exactly the opposite. Modern rare pennies have recently exploded in value, and some of the most surprising auction results have come from coins minted in the 2000s. For example, high-grade 2004 pennies in flawless condition graded by professional services have hit extremely strong prices in the current market. Some of the cleanest, highest-grade examples, with eye appeal, full luster, and perfect surfaces have reached hundreds and even thousands of dollars, depending on grade and rarity. And when it comes to errors, the numbers become even more unbelievable. Certain types of rare errors like dramatic centers, double strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, and particularly double dies can command huge premiums. Some documented sales for ultra-rare 2004 penny errors have been reported soaring to wild figures like $70,000, $80,000, and even higher in extreme cases, with some estimated valuations pushing past $7,879,7643 in the highest theoretical collector scenarios for unmatched, once-in-a-lifetime minting anomalies. While extremely rare and almost impossible to find, such stories fuel excitement and increase the ongoing hunt for these valuable coins. The history of the Lincoln penny itself makes this search even more meaningful. Introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, this coin became the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. It carried the wheat reverse from 1909 to 1958 and then the memorial reverse from 1959 to 2008. The 2004 belongs to that classic memorial era, the era collectors now look back on as a golden period for error hunting and copper-coated zinc variations. Although these pennies are typically made from a zinc core with a thin copper coating, certain misstrikes or composition errors can create extremely valuable pieces, and collectors pay a premium for anything out of the ordinary. Right now, the market for rare pennies is hotter than ever. Collectors, investors, and hobbyists are constantly watching online auctions, estate sales, and coin shows, searching for hidden gems. The 2004 penny has become a surprising superstar because many people still think it is too common, so they overlook it. That means millions of these coins sit untouched in drawers and jars, and someone might be sitting on a treasure without even realizing it. If you are watching this video right now, check your pockets, check your jars, check your old savings boxes. That one penny you never paid attention to might be worth more than you ever imagined. the most valuable 2004 pennies have specific features that dramatically increase their price. Coins in mint state red condition with flawless shine are already higher value. But when you find doubling in areas like the date, the letters of liberty, or the words "In God We Trust," the coin becomes extremely rare. When you find off-center strikes or missing copper coating sections, the value jumps even higher. And then there are the ultra-rare errors, the ones collectors dream about, the kinds of coins that appear maybe once in a decade. These are the coins that can reach life-changing values, coins that auction houses highlight, coins that collectors battle for. Imagine finding a penny that looks ordinary but when viewed under magnification, reveals doubling that makes collectors shout in excitement. Imagine holding a penny you got from store change but discovering it was never supposed to leave the mint due to a major strike-through error. People have turned pennies like these into thousands of dollars because of a single unique error that sets their coin apart from the billions of regular pieces. And the best part is that these rare coins continue to increase in value. As time passes, fewer perfect examples remain, fewer mint-state coins survive, and demand continues to climb. So the value of the rarest 2004 pennies keeps rising, making this coin one of the smartest modern searches for collectors around the world. The excitement comes from the fact that anyone, anywhere, can find one. You do not need to be an expert. You do not need expensive tools. All you need is patience, curiosity, and the willingness to check your pennies. And who knows, your coin might be the next big auction record, your penny might be the next headline, your simple discovery might turn into a fortune. So if you love rare coins, valuable pennies, and hidden treasures, make sure you keep watching, keep learning, and keep checking your change. The world of coins is full of surprises and you never know when the next extraordinary find will fall into your hands. This has been Coins, bringing you the mystery, history, and magic of rare money from around the world. Stay tuned because every coin has a story, every penny has a secret, and your next treasure might be waiting in your pocket right now. Today we are exploring one of the most surprising and shocking Lincoln pennies that has suddenly caught fire in the market. A coin so normal looking that people never even noticed it in their pockets. A coin from the year 2008 with the D mint mark that today is being searched by collectors all over the world because some rare varieties of this penny are selling for huge amounts of money. If you think a small copper-plated coin cannot change your luck, then wait till the end of this video because this tiny coin might be sitting in your house, your drawer, your wallet, or in an old jar you have forgotten about. The value of rare Lincoln pennies has been rising quickly and the 2008 D is one of the coins that collectors are shouting about due to several errors, condition rarity and surprising auction results. So let's begin the journey into the world of this fascinating coin. The year 2008 was the final year before the historic redesign of the Lincoln cent in 2009, when the reverse design changed to celebrate Lincoln's bicentennial. Because of this, many collectors began paying attention to late-year Lincoln Memorial pennies. But what makes the 2008 D so special is not just the year. It is the combination of minting issues, limited high-grade survivors and rare error types that turn an ordinary penny into a valuable treasure. Most people handled these pennies roughly because they assumed they had no future value. Many were scratched, bent, damaged or worn down in circulation. That is why high-grade examples in almost perfect condition are extremely rare. When collectors cannot easily find a coin in perfect condition, the value skyrockets. Some 2008 D pennies have been found with unusual doubling on the lettering, especially on the words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." This type of doubling, known among collectors as a double die, happens when the design is struck incorrectly. It is not created by wear or damage but by a mistake at the mint itself. These varieties are highly desired because they prove that the coin has a rare minting history. Another fascinating thing about these coins is that some have a subtle but noticeable separation in the memorial lines or small die cracks running around the date. Even tiny cracks can make a coin unique, and uniqueness always increases collector interest. The standard 2008 D penny might not seem extraordinary at first glance, but in mint state condition, especially MS66 or MS67, the value jumps sharply. Some extremely high-grade coins have shocked collectors when they crossed into premium territory in auctions. Unexpected sales have gone viral where coins that were thought to be worth only a few dollars exploded into much higher numbers. The current market for rare Lincoln pennies is strong and active. Collectors are paying big premiums for coins with brilliant luster, full details, no scratches and no signs of wear. When a coin is rare, beautiful and in high demand, its price goes up, and that is exactly what has been happening with the 2008 D Lincoln cent. There have been cases where unusual 2008 D pennies have reached values that surprise even expert collectors. Some rare varieties and top-graded examples have crossed impressive amounts, even reaching figures in the upper thousands if the condition and rarity align perfectly. In special cases, collectors estimate potential value figures such as $787,976.42 when ultra-rare conditions or unique historical errors appear. Even though such numbers represent extremely rare cases, they show the kind of excitement and possibility that keeps collectors searching. The thrill of finding a simple penny that holds massive value inspires coin lovers worldwide. The story of the Lincoln penny itself adds to the magic. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, it became one of the most popular coins in American history. The 2008 penny represents the closing chapter of the classic Lincoln memorial design that ran for 50 years. This alone gives the coin historical weight. Collectors love final year issues because they represent the end of an era. When you combine that final year importance with mint errors, rarity in high grade and strong collector demand, the result is a coin with surprising potential value. Now imagine someone cleaning out an old box and finding a shiny 2008 D penny that somehow survived untouched. Imagine finding a double die, a cracked die variety or a perfectly preserved coin that grades extremely high. This tiny copper coin suddenly becomes a treasure with market value far beyond 1 cent. People have experienced this kind of luck before and many more will in the future. That is why searching your change, checking your coin jars and looking closely at every detail can make a huge difference. Collectors always say that the best time to check your coins is now. The market changes quickly, and rare coins become more valuable as people become more aware of them. The 2008 D Lincoln penny is the perfect example. A coin that seems ordinary at first glance but becomes special when you understand its secrets. If you find a high-grade example or a rare variety, you might be holding something worth far more than you imagined. So start checking your collection, examine every 2008 D penny you find and look closely at the date, the mint mark, the letters, and the surface. Use a magnifying glass, good lighting, and patience. Every collector knows that the treasure hunters who take their time are the ones who discover the rarest coins. And in a world where a simple penny can bring life-changing rewards, why not take a look at the coins you already have? This is the magic of numismatics, the world where history meets value and where the smallest objects can hide the biggest surprises. Keep watching, keep searching and keep believing because your next big find might be just a penny away. If you enjoy exploring rare coins and discovering hidden treasures, make sure to follow the channel Coins for more amazing stories and market discoveries. Your next rare penny adventure starts now. Today we are diving into one of the most surprising and exciting topics in the world of coin collecting, the rare Lincoln penny that has taken the market by storm. This is not just any penny, this is a coin that has collectors searching frantically in their old jars, wallets, drawers, bank rolls, and pocket change because some of these pennies are selling for unbelievable prices in today's market. Imagine finding a coin worth almost $787,976.41. Yes, you heard that right, a tiny 1-cent coin that could be worth more than a luxury house. That is the magic of rare coins, and today we are going to explore how a simple Lincoln penny from 2017 D has become the center of attention for collectors all around the world. The Lincoln penny has always been a symbol of history, honor, and everyday American life. It first appeared in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, and since then billions of these pennies have been produced. But among those billions there are a few rare errors, special conditions, and unique varieties that make some of them worth a fortune. When we talk about the 2017 D Lincoln penny, most people think it is a normal modern coin with no value beyond 1 cent, but the truth is that certain error versions of this coin have stunned the coin market. Some collectors have discovered extreme die errors, doubled features, off-center strikes, and dramatic minting mistakes that turned an ordinary coin into a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. These coins are so rare that serious collectors are willing to pay extraordinary prices to secure them. The current coin market has become highly active for modern Lincoln pennies, especially the 2017 D. The demand is increasing every month because people have realized that modern era coins can be worth as much as older historical pieces. There are reports of rare era 2017 D Lincoln pennies being valued in professional auctions for tens of thousands and in extremely rare cases approaching values estimated around hundreds of thousands. The market continues to grow, and as collectors compete, the prices rise. Coins with strong doubling on the date, mint mark, or lettering, coins with major die cracks, coins with missing plating, coins with dramatic off-center strikes, and coins with unusual metal composition errors are being carefully checked by graders. If a coin reaches a top condition like MS67 or MS68, the value can skyrocket. The excitement in the collector world has reached a level where everyone wants to grab their magnifying glass and start searching. The story of why these pennies can become so valuable begins with the history of coin production. Even with advanced minting technology, mistakes still happen. A minor misalignment or tiny mechanical shift can create a rare variation. Most errors are destroyed during mint quality checks, but sometimes a few manage to escape the system and reach the public. These are the coins collectors dream of. People are now checking their 2017 Denver Mint pennies because certain error strikes are so scarce that experts estimate extremely limited survival numbers. The rarity combined with high demand creates massive value. When collectors talk about a penny that could reach values like $787,976.41, they are referring to the most extreme, impossible to find, museum-level error coin. These kinds of coins are often discovered unexpectedly, sitting in someone's old change box for years before anyone realizes how special they are. The thrill of coin hunting is that anyone can be the next person to discover a valuable penny. You don't have to be a professional collector or a grading expert. All you need is curiosity, patience, and attention to detail. People have found rare coins in pocket change while buying groceries, walking through flea markets, or checking coin rolls from the bank. Many stories begin with someone saying they simply looked closely at their coins out of boredom and ended up finding something life-changing. That is what makes this hobby magical. The idea that a tiny copper-coated zinc penny can hold a hidden fortune gives collectors a rush of excitement every time they flip a coin over. The 2017 D penny itself holds historical significance as part of the continuing legacy of the Lincoln cent. It represents decades of tradition and the evolution of minting technology. But the rare versions of this coin add another layer to the story. They are physical snapshots of moments when the minting machinery malfunctioned or produced something unexpected. These coins carry the fingerprints of time, production, and error combined. Collectors value them not just for money but for the mystery behind how they were created. A rare error penny feels like a secret that slipped through the hands of the mint and into the hands of the public. The current coin market value for these rare versions continues to fluctuate based on demand, condition, rarity, and error type. Some coins may fetch hundreds, some thousands, and some extraordinary examples may reach values beyond what anyone ever imagined. The price guides, auction houses, and private collector groups are constantly updating their expected valuations because market interest keeps rising. Many people who once ignored modern pennies are now deeply invested in searching for them. What makes this journey even more exciting is that new discoveries happen every year. A coin that was once unnoticed might suddenly be recognized as a major rarity when a new era variety is discovered. Collectors are encouraged to keep their eyes open because the next big find could come from any pocket, drawer, or jar. Your old piggy bank might be hiding a treasure you never expected. The possibility that a normal person can uncover a coin worth life-changing money is what keeps this hobby alive, exciting, and full of surprises. So as you continue exploring your coins, always remember that even the smallest piece of metal can hold a story bigger than itself. The rare Lincoln penny, especially the 2017 D with extraordinary errors, has rewritten the way collectors view modern coins. The combination of rarity, demand, history, and pure luck has turned simple pennies into valuable gems. Whether you are a beginner or a long-time collector, this is the perfect moment to start searching because treasures are out there waiting to be found, and here on Coins we bring you the stories, the values, the secrets, and the excitement of the coin world. So keep watching, keep searching, and keep believing that your next coin find might be the one that changes everything.